guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I get this super simple makeup that I like to call my boyfriend approved makeup. Okay, I know I don't have a boyfriend, I still don't. Okay, but for those of you that do, I'm sure he's going to love this look. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is start off with brows. I am using Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil in the color medium brown. I am kind of overextending my brows a little bit, filling them in because I decided to go to a new brow lady. Okay, and let's just say she won't be getting no more of my coins like ever, girl, like ever. Okay, and then after that I'm going to carve out my brows and make them Instagram approved. I'm using MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix concealer in the color NC35. Now this concealer is several shades lighter than my actual skin tone, but I am using it to highlight my brows, well, underneath my brows, and then once everything is like added, like foundation and stuff, it's just going to blend very, very nicely. You guys will see that later on in the video. So I like to take a small brush and I will pull the product down on my eyes, and then after that I like to take my Real Techniques brush, which is actually an eyeshadow brush, and I blend everything out. I love to use this brush for cream products such as this because it is densely packed, so it blends out the product very, very nicely. And I think that this brush was maybe like $6 or $7 at Walgreens or Walmart, you know, drugstore deal, you know what I mean? But like legit, Real Techniques is the truth. All right, after that, I'm going to use Clinique's Moisture Surge. I mean, come on, guys. You know, I've been using this moisturizer for my skin for ages now, and I still really, really love it. I can't find anything that matches it. After that, I'm going to use Becca Champagne Pop. This is like their liquid highlighter. So I like to put this underneath my foundation, and it just gives my foundation a nice glow as the day goes by. It doesn't make it oily though, because the foundation that I use is a full coverage matte foundation. So the mixture is just really nice for my skin. Alright, so after that, of course, I follow that with color correcting. I'm using MAC Cosmetics Peach Luster Highlighter Pen, and of course, I just go over all the areas that need to be color corrected. And then after that, I am going to take my Real Techniques sponge and just blend everything right on out. Now you guys know I always tell you to be kind of like sparse when it comes to using color corrector so that you don't change the color of your actual foundation, because that's a no bueno. I've been victim of that, doing it to myself, just adding too much product, and then I'm left looking like a Oompa Loompa. So don't be like me, okay? All right. After that, I'm going to apply my foundation. So lately, I've been using my MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix Fluid, but I've also been using CoverGirl's Clean Foundation in the color Caramel. When I mix these two together, it gives me like the perfect foundation finish. It gives me the perfect finish for the foundation. It makes it kind of not dewy. It just kind of takes away some of the matteness that the MAC Studio Fix will do to my skin. It's just a perfect combination, and I kind of encourage you guys to try it if you want to. Don't be afraid to like mix foundations. Like, I mean, sometimes it won't work, but sometimes it will. In this case, it does work, and I like it a lot. So I did want to point out the importance of blending it up to your eye. That way you won't have like that halo brow effect that I was having earlier when I was carving out my brows. So make sure you take it up to the eyes. So of course, after foundation, I'm going to highlight my skin. I will be using LA Girl's Pro Conceal in the color Cool Tan. I'm just targeting the areas that I always highlight down, well, under my eyes, down the brim of my nose, forehead, cupid's bow, and chin. You guys already know the deal. I have fallen in love with this product all over again. I love it. I think that I'm gonna go up one shade though. Like, I mean, like, it works, it's fine, but sometimes I just want it to be just a tad bit lighter. So I think either I'm gonna try something a little bit lighter, or I might just add a little bit of a lighter concealer just to make it just a tad bit lighter. But I love the consistency of this product, and I love how it just kind of sets into the skin very, very nicely, and it doesn't crease. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and set these areas everywhere that I highlighted. I'm using Laura Mercier's translucent powder, and I'm just going to set all of the areas again that I normally do. Taking Clinique's Chubby in the Nude stick in Curviest Clove, I'm going to carve out my cheekbones. Okay, I mean, honestly, I'm using all of my favorite products in this video, but it works, it works, it works. You know what I was thinking about making this video? I was like, I want to do something that was simple, but I kind of wanted to have a reason behind it. And I noticed that whenever I did my makeup like this, I would get a lot of compliments from guys, and they would say stupid stuff like, oh my God, your face is so like natural. And I would be like, dude, it took me like 50,000 products to get here. You think this is natural? Okay. So I figured like, well, this would be a good like makeup tutorial for those of us who love a beat face but just don't want to have all the extra in terms of like eyeshadows and stuff like that. So that's why I came up with this boyfriend approved makeup tutorial. You can pull back on a lot of the things that I use in this tutorial, but for the most part, like you're like A1 if you use this. Okay, so as you guys can see, I'm just blending out everything. Again, I'm taking that Real Techniques brush and just blending out my contour down the brim of my nose. So definitely recommend that you guys try this brush because it just blends out everything so nicely. So after we're done contouring, I like to set all of my cream products with a powder. So I'm using It Cosmetics contour palette. As you guys can see, I used a color that was really light. It showed up really light, but what happens is that product tends to oxidize, so it works out perfectly. Once it starts to set onto the skin, it will get darker, but if I was to use a color that you would, I guess you would say I would normally use, it would be even darker once it starts to oxidize. Now I personally like to use this palette over the ABH or Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It just seems to be a little bit better for me. I like the colors in this palette a lot better. So as always, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder and I'm just going to carve out my cheekbones a little bit more just to have, you know, that real like snatched, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So after that, I'm going to use Kiss So Wispy lashes. I mean, you guys know how much I love these. I love them so much. I love them so much. Okay. So of course, once we've applied our falsies, I'm going to go ahead and apply my mascara. I'm using their Real Mascara by Benefit. This particular tube was from a holiday PR package that was sent to me. I'm not very sure if it was actually on the market, but it was one of my favorite ones. I just thought it was so cute because it was super blinged out. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and just wipe away all of the Laura Mercier translucent powder that I set my skin with. I'm taking a Real Technique sponge again, Real Techniques for the win again, with removing this Laura Mercier translucent powder. I just find that using this brush to get rid of any excess powder works out very nicely. It's super soft, but the bristles are really compact and tight together, so they just blend everything very nicely. All right, I need for someone to come and take this highlighter out of my home because I cannot move on to another highlighter. I just can't do it. It's like a bad relationship. I cannot move on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight my cheekbones, you know, and then I'm gonna take just a little bit and go right on the tip of my nose. But I was like rolling my eyes because usually when I do this, I usually am using my middle finger and it looks so disrespectful. I caught myself, so I was really happy about that. And then lastly, for our skin, I'm actually gonna be using Ruby Kisses mineral powder in the color Caramel. This is one of the best compact powders I've tried that's affordable. It's really good. It puts me in the mind of MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix powder. Yeah, I like it a lot. And then of course we're just going to go ahead and set our foundation, our face. I'm using Benefit's Specialist Ultra Radiance Facial Rehydration Mist. Good stuff. For our lips, I'm keeping it pretty simple. As I said, this is for, you know, our boyfriends. You gotta dumb it down just a little bit for them because they just don't get it. They don't get it. Okay, so I'm using Cork lip liner by MAC Cosmetics, and I'm going to fill in the outermost parts of my lips. As you guys can see, this lip liner is like black girl magic. It's the perfect lip liner for us brown girls, you know what I'm saying? So then after that, I'm just going to take a like a clear gloss. This is a gloss from MAC Cosmetics, but honestly guys, you can use any type of gloss that's clear, that has like some reflective glitter inside of it. You're gonna get the same exact look. You know what I mean? Yeah. Alright guys, here's the final look. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Do you think we can get this video up to 2,000 likes? Join the team, okay? Join the movement. I'll catch you guys in my next video. I love you so much for watching. Until then, peace out.